the decisions I made for stage 2 of the MBA were to really focus on the internship and do 3 good months with a company that I was potentially looking at going to full-time when I finished, to get real experience in industry. And then in the second part of that, with the electives, it was to choose a broad set of subjects which would both enhance what I was going to go in the future, but also test new areas that I've never experienced before. So as an example, we're doing venture capital and private equity, and also disruptive technologies, which sort of go together. But then also corporate recovery and turnaround, which you would hope you would never have to do in a real life situation. And underpinning that with economic theory and capital markets. I mean, it all helps to make you a more rounded MBA, I think. The way I found the internship was actually through Postgraduate Career Services, or PCS, and it was a company that I'd never heard of before joining the MBA, and I found out about it halfway through, and it was really in my space. It's a technology-focused investment bank, and they look for mergers and acquisitions and fundraising, and a sort of advice for venture capital and private equity. So I didn't really know that existed, and PCS were helping me in the process of, what am I good at, and what's my value proposition, and how do I sell myself to the market? And that's when they came up with this idea of, approaching this company, and they actually have quite a good relationship with the school, because the partner at GP Bullhound, his father used to teach on the MBA about 10 years ago, so he has a little bit of a link to the school, and it's not necessarily an alumni, but it's part of the bigger network. After taking the role at GP Bullhound, I really found out it was actually what I really want to do. I fell in love with the company and fell in love with the sector and what I was really doing, and now there were other opportunities available. I mean, you can go to big corporates and you can go through the standard MBA route, but there's so many options out there, and what PCS help you do is really think about what you're good at, what's your value proposition, how you're going to get there, and is it really what you want to do, which is quite important. During the internship process, I was actually also involved in a competition, and there are many competitions throughout the year, and I've been involved in a lot of them. But this one in particular, we got to the global final, and we won it in the end, and it was for Zurich, Zurich Insurance Company. It was a 4-month-long project, broken down into 3 different sections, competing against schools all over the world. So competing against the US schools, Duke and Harvard, and competing against European, IESE and INSEAD. And it was great to be able to use the skills that we've done on the consultancy projects, and also the skills we've learned on the other competitions, and put it in practice for the global final, what we really wanted to win. So I'm glad our team managed to pull that one off. And as part of that opportunity, we sat down with the CEO of Zurich and some other global CEOs, and got interviewed and had a little chat about our career aspirations, and met a huge network of risk managers, and really interesting way to build your network, really interesting way to learn about a new sector, and get some sort of credit for doing some really good work for a real client who were actually helping, which is one of Zurich's clients. I think over the MBA it's been a tremendous journey so far. There's been things thrown at you left, right and centre. You don't really know what's going on. It really makes you think about what you want to do. It really makes you focus on an industry and yourself for a really intense period of time. And I think everyone goes through it, no matter if you're YPL or if you're in your 30s and you've done 6 years in industry and you're really confident and you're in your niche and you're comfortable. I mean, everyone goes through this process on the MBA to really think about where they want to be and what they want to get out of it, and it's been great for a lot of people.